it, baby.
Hey, tell him what you told me.
What I tell you?
What you doing it for?
Oh, promotion, baby.
All right. So I ain't gotta fuck him. I ain't gotta fuck him up.
But we should spar.
I ain't gotta fuck him up.
We should spar. Come on, I want to spar with you though. All right, how about that? We clap it up. All right, bet. We out there.
Just when you thought that Bud Crawford sorted out Teofimo, he's back. Teofimo Lopez is back at it, under fire for comments made to IBF champion Richardson Hitchins, who beat Liam Paro to become the IBF champion. Now, the two fighters, Teofimo Lopez and Richardson Hitchins, there were some rumors going that they could end up fighting. However, Turki Al-Sheikh, Riyadh seasoned Saudi advisor, announced Teo would be fighting Arnold Barboza, a guy he openly said he never wanted to fight when they were both with Top Rank. Things, I guess, have changed with Turki being involved, and Barboza is now with Golden Boy. But these comments, we'll go over them because I know that's what you guys want to see. Make sure you follow me. Now, I made this graphic. Teofimo Lopez receives backlash after colorism remarks after he calls Richardson Hitchins, quote, a charcoal stick, right after his next fight is announced. Right? So, obviously, this is colorism at its finest. Richardson Hitchins, nicknamed Africa, is a darker complected fighter, and Teofimo, I guess, is using this as his ammunition. He thought that would be the way to go in trash talking Richardson Hitchins. Let me show you. Richardson Hitchins, we got to go from the top because there's a lot of low quality content online and they talk about it, but they never show you. Your boy Ego shows you receipts. Richardson Hitchins says Teofimo knew better than to fight a black fighter after all that racist ish that he was on. So this is a statement once it was revealed that Teofimo was fighting Barboza. So how did Teo respond to that comment? He says, and I quote, "To be real, you were looking for $2.5 million or more. He tagged Turki Al-Sheikh, believed you weren't worth that." So he's claiming Hitchins wanted $2.5 million or more. He tagged Turki and said it believes you weren't worth that. Barboza was offered, quote, I think, upwards of $1 million for the fight. Now here's where it gets sticky. "We can squabble afterwards, you charcoal stick looking MFer, hashtag Fatal Fury." This is terrible, people. Terrible stuff that Teofimo continues to, I don't even know what this is, like race bait people, you know, and it's so funny because the racists and the race fans, they'll get mad saying, oh, you blacks, you guys are sensitive. Everybody's sensitive, right? We just live in a sensitive world. You guys are too sensitive. But when I make videos and I talk to you guys about racially related issues that definitely exist in this sport of boxing, these same fans say, why are you making it about race? Like when I talk about black fighters not getting certain credit or Cuban fighters, the race fans, they say, why are you making it about race? As if I created these scenarios, as opposed to diagnosing them and pointing them out and exposing them. They say, oh, you're race baiting. Why are you making it about race? Yada, yada, yada. But these same fans continue to watch Teofimo make these comments like you charcoal stick looking MFer. Call Tank and Terrence Crawford a monkey and say whatever monkey wants to get the banana. You guys understand what he means when he's saying these things, right? And not one of them say, Tio, why are you making this about race? Tio, come on, bro. Why are you doing this? They don't check Tio. But if you expose the racism and racial double standards in the sport, then they try to shine a light and say, hey, you're race baiting. And a lot of the race fans, they're in the comment section of Teofimo. So a lot of the race fans, they're in the comment section in Teofimo's comment, and they're laughing. Like, aha, you called him a charcoal stick. Yeah. So it just goes to show you that these people never cared about what they said. They didn't care about race baiting. They don't want you to expose their racism. They don't want you to expose their racial double standards. So when a person like me puts out the content where I expose it, that's what they have a problem with. They don't have a problem with Tio calling people monkeys and this, or Keyshawn Davis receiving a care package, a package where there's a watermelon in it and a banana. They actually like praise it and laugh at it like, oh, this is funny. Listen, I really truly thought Terrence Crawford, when he punked and pressed Teofimo and Teofimo looked shook and Bud had his arm around the clip I played at the beginning, I thought that Bud Crawford set him straight. You know what I mean? And he copped pleas and said, oh, I was just doing it for promotion. But now when he gets back to the States and Bud Crawford is not there, he's back on the racial tip. You know what I mean? Talking about, oh, you look like charcoal and all this type of stuff. And clearly the fans, real fans, right, they're calling them out. It says, dude went right back to the skin color G's, right? So he's just openly racist, right? Bro, this MFer is racist as heck, right? So I just think it's a dumb, foolish game for Teofimo, whether you're trolling or you're really racist or you just want to keep like taunting black people for whatever. You think that's the best way. It's actually pitiful, right? It's pitiful because Tank's out here selling with an unknown name like Lamar Roach and getting close to the Rolling Stones record, and he's not doing all this over-the-top stuff, right? Tank also said, I wouldn't give Tio, he said all that racist stuff. I'm not giving him an opportunity. So that ship looked like it has sailed because of how you're acting. Clearly, Crawford has bigger fish to fry if he gets the Canelo fight. So Tio's going to continue fighting Barbosa. And if he loses to Barbosa, he is going to be in for it because he didn't look good in his last fight with Steve Claggett. And then now he keeps doing this ESPN can keep the blacks monkey stuff and calling the man charcoal. We gonna see, I guess. And when I say colorism, I want you guys to see. It says prejudice or discrimination against individuals with a dark skin tone, typically among people of the same ethnic or racial group, but not always. We're calling this that because at the end of the day, you're prejudging Richardson Hitchins based on something he can't control, which is his complexion, which is corny. We can squabble after, you charcoal stick looking MFer. Now, he says hashtag Fatal Fury. This is a video game that Ring and their fights are having a partnership with. This is insane because he tagged Turki. This is the organizer of the event, right? He tagged Turki, who just announced Tio's fight, and then he's trying to promote the card, which is associated with the video game, and then he's putting these racial colorism innuendos in it that goes to show you how comfortable that he feels doing this, that the organizer of the event, he's willing to tag him and then promote this game and this card while saying something like, you charcoal stick MFer. Crazy. Now, I'd be very curious to see what Teofimo, his actions, what Turkey has to say about it, because he was tagged in it and he's saying something that's inappropriate where he's judging somebody by their skin color. I'm curious to see what the organizers of the event have to say, because they're going to stick him in a Times Square with Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia Rowley and stuff like that. And at the end of the day, for me, it's just bad business. It's bad business. You're trying to promote a show. They just announced your show, and you got a wild card talking about this stuff and receiving backlash from fans because you're saying racially insensitive things. And then you're trying to promote the card and put the hashtag. That's extremely weird. Who says something inappropriate and then attaches the name of a video game and a card that they're associated with while they're doing it? So it just shows you how bold Teofimo has gotten in recent memory. And then you're tagging the promoter. Again, as of me recording the video, I haven't heard Turkey say anything, but Turkey should really, to preserve the integrity of his event, he should really get on Teofimo like, no, we don't do that. You know what I mean? And make sure Teofimo's words aren't associated with what he got going on. Because to me, it's you added him to this. First they said he was going to fight in Alcatraz. Now they like switched it up or whatever, and you're attaching him to a card, and he's just saying whatever he wants, and he has diarrhea of the mouth. You know what I mean? This is potentially could hurt sales. You know, what if black people say, hey, we're not rocking with this card because of Teofimo? You know what I mean? You do not want to mess up your business with your mouth, you know what I mean? Because you can't shut up. And it's funny because looking back, Top Rank is probably happy. They get a cut of this person's money, and then Turkey has to front the bill and pay for everything. And no matter whatever, I don't know Top Rank's cut, but let's say it's 30%. They don't have to front no money. They don't have to lose no money. They don't have to deal with Teofimo. They don't really have to go out of their way to promote. Turkey and his squad will make flyers. Top Rank will probably just put the flyer out, you know what I mean? And then get a cut of the man's money. So Top Rank's winning, because that's the deal I would want if I was with Teofimo. I don't want to have to be directly associated with him. I don't want to waste money. I don't want to waste my money, but somebody else's money. Yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? So Top Rank got a good deal. They just take a cut of this man's money no matter what. But again, if Teofimo loses, it's over with all this. And that's why I don't believe in gimmicks. Because if you run these gimmicks, what happens when you lose or something? All these race fans and stuff, they're not going to be there for you. And then you turned away certain people doing all this distasteful stuff. We'll see. We're going to see.